So, Jaclyn Glenn has recently been accused of plagiarism. I think that's pretty interesting. I like Jaclyn Glenn. I think she's cool. I think she hangs out in pretty interesting circles. I've seen her pop up in places like TYT and on a bunch of different podcasts. And she really sort of knows what she's talking about. I don't think she's an actual scientist. I could be wrong. I'm not sure that she holds any specific degrees in any of the STEM disciplines. But she's a great science advocate, and she's a great spokesperson for, certain intelligent positions that people have. I've seen her pop up quite a bit on the Drunken Peasants podcasts, on some of the Amazing Atheists' bits of work. And in fact, it was on the Drunken Peasants podcast that I sort of got to hear Jacky's rebuttal to the whole accusation. And credit where it's due, she owned up to it. You see a lot of these sort of web celebrities now, and people in PR-esque positions, or public positions, not PR positions, when confronted with something like this, the best course of action for a lot of them just seems to be ignore it, or defend it, deny it, pretend it didn't happen, pretend that it's not a real problem, pretend that it's a coincidence. But when confronted with it, Jaclyn Glenn owned up to it. She straight up accepted that she'd done wrong. She accepted that it wasn't her best work. She admitted that she'd been burned out recently, and that this was sort of the culmination of a lot of sort of issues coming together, and with her not having enough time or enough mental resources to do this properly. I think, in fairness, you can't be original all the time, and I can now be accused of plagiarizing a statement the Amazing Atheist did, and I'm not trying to do that. So I'll give credit to him there. You can't be original all the time. It's very hard to consistently generate original thought, and people are going to go back and forth to previous concepts. They're going to revisit old ideas. They're going to see if they can recycle something, wash it off, use it again, present it again, but not quite in the capacity that Jaclyn Glenn did, where she admitted that in her own mind it wasn't quite as bad as it ended up being, but she definitely said that when she looked at the tape one for one, it was pretty apparent that she had paraphrased more or less everything that the guy in that video had said, and she was apologetic. I think that's the most important thing, is that she did something wrong. She realized she did something wrong. She owned up to it, and she apologized. That's what you've got to do. If you make that sort of serious mistake, you've basically just got to apologize for it. It's nice. It's nice to see her be so humble. And I think that because she's been so humble about it, people will forgive her. People will definitely sort of say, okay, well, she did something wrong. We all do bad things. We all do incorrect things. And so long as you take the confrontation and grow from it and be reasonable about it, then it's great. We can move on from there. So I just think that Jackie did well. I think she made a mistake. I definitely wouldn't grill her in the same sort of way that she got grilled on the Drunken Peasants podcast. And I say grilled, she was just told hard things that weren't sweet and weren't sugar-coated. And I'm glad that somebody did. And she completely accepts it. She accepts she did wrong. So I hope she can move on from that and keep producing good content. And that's kind of all I have to say on it. So, thanks. Like, comment, subscribe.